Welcome back. We're excited to kick off a new series exploring the story of Joseph and the impactful relationships that shaped his journey. Make sure to stay tuned and turn on notifications so you don't miss the upcoming episodes. Joseph, a young man of 17, was tending the flocks with his brothers, the sons of Bilhah and the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives, and he brought their father a bad report about them. Now Israel loved Joseph more than any of his other sons, because he had been born to him in his old age, and he made an ornate robe for him. When his brothers saw that their father loved him more than any of them, they hated him and could not speak a kind word to him. Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him all the more. He said to them, "Listen to this dream I had. We were binding sheaves of grain out in the field, when suddenly my sheaf rose and stood upright, while your sheaves gathered around mine and bowed down to it." His brothers said to him, "Do you intend to reign over us? Will you actually rule us?" And they hated him all the more because of his dream. Then he had another dream, and he told it to his brothers. "Listen," he said, "I had another dream. And this time the sun and moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me." When he told his father as well as his brothers, his father rebuked him and said, "What is this dream you had? Will your mother and I and your brothers actually come and bow down to the ground before you?" His brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept the matter in mind. Joseph's brothers were grazing their father's flocks near Shechem. Israel said to Joseph, "Your brothers are near Shechem. I am sending you to them." Joseph replied, "Very well. Go and see if all is well with your brothers and with the flocks, and bring word back to me." Joseph arrived at Shechem, where a man found him and asked, "What are you looking for?" Joseph said, "My brothers. Do you know where they are?" The man replied, "They've moved on to Dothan." So Joseph went after his brothers and found them near Dothan. But they saw him in the distance, and before he reached them, they plotted to kill him. "Here comes that dreamer," they said to each other. "Come now, let's kill him and throw him into one of these cisterns and say that a ferocious animal devoured him. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams." Reuben, aiming to save Joseph, said, "Don't kill him. Throw him into this cistern instead." He planned to rescue Joseph later and return him to their father. When Joseph reached his brothers, they stripped him of his ornate robe and threw him into an empty cistern with no water. As the brothers ate, they saw a caravan of Ishmaelites from Gilead, with camels carrying spices, balm, and myrrh, heading to Egypt. Judah said, "What do we gain by killing our brother? Let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him, since he is our flesh and blood." His brothers agreed. So when the Midianite merchants came by, his brothers pulled Joseph up out of the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt.